Have you ever wondered what would happen to your savings if the US dollar collapsed? It's a daunting question, one that may seem far-fetched, but it's important to understand the concept and the potential contributing factors. A collapse of the US dollar would mean that its value significantly plummets to the point where it's no longer accepted as a global currency. This could occur due to a variety of factors. High national debt is a key concern. When debt outweighs economic output, confidence in the economy can falter, leading to a potential collapse. Another factor is hyperinflation. If the cost of goods and services skyrockets and the dollar can't keep up, its value could diminish. Loss of confidence in the economy is another major risk. If investors start believing the dollar is not a safe bet, they could pull out, causing a steep drop in its value. So, what happens to your savings in a dollar collapse? Let's dig into it. In a US dollar collapse, your savings wouldn't be safe. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? But let's dig into why this is the case. You see, if the dollar were to collapse, the value of the money you've saved up would decrease. This means that the purchasing power of your savings would diminish. Every dollar you've squirreled away would suddenly be worth less than before. And that's not a situation anyone wants to face. Now let's talk about interest rates. These rates are like a seesaw. When the dollar's value goes down, interest rates generally go up. This is because lenders need to make up for the lost value in the money they're lending out. So if you've got debt, be it a mortgage or a student loan, a dollar collapse would likely mean higher interest rates and larger payments. Another hit to your savings. Inflation is another beast that rears its head when a currency collapses. Simply put, inflation is when prices go up over time. When the dollar falls, the cost of goods and services can skyrocket. Everything from a loaf of bread to a tank of gas could suddenly become more expensive. As a result, the same amount of money buys less than before. It's like trying to fill up a bucket with a hole in the bottom. The more you pour in, the more leaks out. The cost of goods and services isn't just about the price tag at the store. It also includes things like healthcare, education, and housing. A dollar collapse could make these essentials more expensive, putting additional strain on your savings. But fear not, there are ways to protect your savings. Let's explore them. It's not all doom and gloom. Yes, a dollar collapse would have serious implications for your savings. But there are steps you can take to protect yourself and your hard-earned money. Strategies that can help you navigate the stormy seas of a currency collapse. So stick around, because we're about to dive into those next. The first strategy to protect your savings is diversification. It's a term you've probably heard before, but let's take a moment to unravel what it truly means and how it can serve as a shield against the potential collapse of the US dollar. Diversification is essentially the practice of spreading your investments across different asset classes and geographical markets. Imagine it as a buffet. You wouldn't fill your plate with only one type of food, right? Instead, you'd likely want a bit of everything. Something sweet, something savory, perhaps a bit of crunch, and a splash of color. That's diversification in a nutshell. Now, you might be wondering, why bother with all this? Why not just stick to what you know and invest solely in one asset or market? Well, the answer lies in the inherent unpredictability of the financial world. Just as the weather can change in an instant, so too can market conditions. And just like you wouldn't go out without an umbrella on a cloudy day, you wouldn't want to leave your savings unprotected against potential financial storms. By diversifying your investments, you're effectively reducing the risk of a single event drastically affecting your overall portfolio. It's like having a series of safety nets, so if one fails, you've got others to catch you. This can be particularly useful in scenarios like a US dollar collapse, where having all your savings tied up in one currency could spell trouble. Investing in different asset classes is a key part of diversification. This could mean spreading your investments between stocks, bonds, commodities, and even real estate. Each asset class behaves differently under varying market conditions, and while one might be going through a tough time, others could be thriving. But diversification isn't just about asset classes. It's also about geographical markets. With the interconnectedness of today's global economy, it's easier than ever to invest in markets around the world. This can offer a buffer against a potential US dollar collapse, as you're not solely reliant on the performance of the US economy. Remember, the goal of diversification isn't necessarily to boost performance. It's to manage risk. It's about creating a balanced portfolio that can weather financial storms and keep your savings safe. Of course, diversification isn't a one-size-fits-all strategy. It's important to consider your individual financial goals, risk tolerance, and investment timeline. Consulting with a financial advisor can provide valuable insight and help tailor a diversification strategy to your unique situation. And finally, let's not forget the wise words of the old adage that rings so true in the world of investing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversification embodies this wisdom, reminding us of the importance of not tying our financial fate to a single investment or currency. So as we navigate the uncertain waters of the financial world, let's remember to spread our sails and diversify our investments. Another shield against a dollar collapse is investing in precious metals. Now you may be wondering, why precious metals? Well, let's delve into that. Precious metals like gold and silver have a unique allure that has lasted through centuries. They're not just shiny objects, but valuable resources with a proven track record of maintaining value in times of economic instability. In fact, they're often referred to as crisis commodities because of their ability to hold steady and sometimes even increase in value during turbulent market conditions. So, how do these shiny assets act as a hedge against inflation and currency depreciation? It's quite simple. When the value of paper currency declines, the relative purchasing power of gold and silver tends to rise. This is because precious metals are priced in dollars. So when the value of the dollar drops, it often takes more dollars to buy the same amount of gold or silver. That's why, in an economic downturn, you'll often see the price of precious metals rise. Now you might be asking, how can I invest in precious metals? There are several ways to do this. You could buy physical gold or silver, such as bars or coins. Alternatively, you could invest in exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, that track the price of these metals. You could also consider mining stocks or mutual funds that focus on precious metals. Each option has its own benefits and risks, so it's important to do your research and perhaps consult with a financial advisor. Remember, investing in precious metals isn't about getting rich quick. It's about protecting your wealth from the potential devaluation of the dollar. Like any investment, it's not without risks, but the historical stability of precious metals makes them a worthy consideration for any diversified investment portfolio. So, when the economic seas get stormy, remember this. Precious metals can be a safe harbor, providing a layer of protection for your hard-earned savings. Precious metals can be a safe harbor in stormy economic seas. Holding foreign currency is another strategy to consider. Picture this. You're in a world where the US dollar has lost its value. Everything that was once reliable is now unstable. But there's one thing that's remained strong amidst the chaos: foreign currencies. Why hold foreign currencies, you ask? Well, the answer lies in the simple principle of diversification. Just like having a variety of investments can protect your savings, having money in different currencies can also shelter your wealth. Think of it as a game of chess. If the king, in our case, the US dollar, is in danger, you need other pieces on the board to defend it. Foreign currencies can be those additional pieces, offering a buffer against a dollar downfall. Let's dive a little deeper. If the dollar collapses, its value against other currencies will drop. This means that the worth of your savings, if kept in dollars, could decrease significantly. But if you hold strong foreign currencies, they could potentially increase in value against the dollar, preserving the value of your savings. Now you might be wondering, how does one decide which foreign currencies to hold? Well, typically, people look to economies that are stable and growing. Currencies from these countries are often seen as safe havens during economic turmoil. The Swiss franc, Japanese yen, or even the euro could be potential options to consider. But remember, holding foreign currencies does come with its own set of risks. Exchange rates can fluctuate, and foreign economies can also face downturns. It's important to do thorough research and possibly seek advice from a financial advisor before making any decisions. So let's recap. In the event of a dollar collapse, Having your savings spread across different currencies can provide a level of protection. It's all about not putting all your eggs in one basket, or in this case, not all your dollars in one currency. Different currencies can offer a safety net against a dollar downfall. But remember, every strategy comes with its own risks and rewards. The key is to be informed and prepared. Real estate can also be a good investment in times of economic uncertainty. Now, you might be wondering, why real estate? Well, it's simple. Real estate investment offers a twofold benefit. First off, it provides a steady stream of income in the form of rent. Secondly, if chosen wisely, property values appreciate over time, which can result in a substantial return on your investment. Think of it this way: people will always need a place to live, work, or shop. That's where rental income comes in. Whether it's residential, commercial, or retail property, your real estate can earn you a regular income. It's like having a business that keeps generating revenue. But it's not just about the rental income. Over time, property values tend to rise, and this is where the second benefit comes into play. This increase in value, or appreciation, means that the price of your property could be significantly higher when you decide to sell it. That's a profit right there. Now let's address the elephant in the room. What about inflation? Well, that's where real estate shines as a hedge. Inflation is essentially the rise in the price of goods and services over time, and real estate is no exception. When inflation hits, the value of your property goes up, as does the rent you can charge. This means your income keeps pace with inflation, protecting your purchasing power. However, it's essential to keep in mind that real estate isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires careful planning, research, and sometimes a bit of luck. But with patience and due diligence, it can pay off handsomely. In a nutshell, investing in real estate provides a steady income, potential for appreciation, and a hedge against inflation. It's like killing three birds with one stone. So in times of economic uncertainty, when the dollar's value is in question, turning to bricks and mortar can provide solid protection for your savings. Last but not least, consider building an emergency fund. An emergency fund is like a parachute for your finances. It's there to catch you when you fall, providing a safety cushion that can help maintain your financial stability, even when the economy is in free fall. In the context of a potential dollar collapse, an emergency fund becomes more than just a good to have, it's a necessity. But what exactly is an emergency fund? Think of it as a reserve of money set aside to cover your living expenses for a certain period of time. It's not for splurging on luxuries or even for investing. It's your safety net, your buffer against the unexpected. In normal circumstances, financial experts suggest that your emergency fund should cover around 3 to 6 months of living expenses. But in a dollar collapse scenario, it might be wise to aim for a larger safety net. Why? Because during such an economic crisis, job loss and income reduction can be widespread, and it might take longer than usual to regain your financial footing. Building an emergency fund takes time and discipline. It's not about making a quick buck, but rather about consistently setting aside a portion of your income. The idea is to gradually accumulate a financial cushion that can help you weather economic storms. Remember, your emergency fund should be easily accessible, which means keeping it in a safe, low-risk place like a savings account or a money market fund. The last thing you want is to have your emergency fund tied up in investments that you can't liquidate quickly or without substantial loss. But here's the most important thing. Having an emergency fund gives you peace of mind. It provides a sense of security, knowing that you have a financial lifeline to rely on in times of crisis. It allows you to focus on managing the situation at hand, rather than worrying about how you're going to pay your bills. In conclusion, an emergency fund is not just a financial strategy, it's a survival strategy. And in a dollar collapse scenario, survival is the name of the game. An emergency fund is your financial lifeline in times of crisis. In conclusion, a dollar collapse isn't something to take lightly. It's a seismic event with the potential to significantly impact your savings. But, as we've discussed, there are strategies you can adopt to safeguard your hard-earned money. Firstly, diversifying your investments is key. A healthy mix of stocks, bonds, and other assets can help to mitigate risk. Secondly, Precious metals like gold and silver have historically been a safe haven in times of economic instability. Holding foreign currency is another viable strategy, as it can provide a buffer if the dollar devalues. Real estate, while not without its risks, can provide both tangible value and a reliable income stream. And finally, building an emergency fund is a practical measure to weather financial storms. While we can't predict the future, we can prepare for it. Your savings are too important not to protect.